Here we go, guys. Alice Springs. Pretty damn excited to be here. Centre of the country. We're in the desert. We've been told there is heaps to do around here. So we've got a good, I think 7 nights here. So we're going to go set up in the caravan park now and start looking into what we're going to go checking out and exploring. Cannot wait. Righto, so we are on our way out to Pindon Camel Tracks. We're going to do our first ever camel ride. Seen a few videos of people doing it. Looks quite cool.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I did one when I was young, but I can't quite remember. It may have been a horse, I don't know. Well, what were you just saying? You're nervous?
I am a little bit nervous about it.
Macdonnell Ranges.
What about it makes you nervous?
I'm nervous about getting down because I've seen they like jerk forward heaps.
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty sure I know I've done one because I remember the whole
It was with Great Granny.
kind of situation.
There you go, it was with Great Granny, your mum said.
Anyway, it's in the Arvo. It's a sunset one, so the ranges around here at Alice are pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be really nice, and it is not a cloud in the sky today. It's a perfect day.
I feel like it has to be said, and like we say it everywhere we go, but Alice is not at all what we expected.
Oh no way. Like bit of rough stuff in town, but the place is beautiful.
Yeah, it's
really
like
nice.
the surrounds are stunning. You've got these amazing ranges, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. Mum's camel cookie monster just doesn't like me.
I'm in line with the stars, I'm in sync with the earth.
Give me the stink eye the whole time.
Flower child from the turf. I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'm a ride for the squad, let her ties in the hearse. I've been on the vibe, kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life.
So a couple of weeks ago, we noticed water coming out from underneath our dinette. Which was a bit of a concern. Shouldn't have that. And it turns out our water pump was leaking. So the seals at the front and the rear of the pump had either perished or had a crease in them, and it was just letting a fair bit of water out when we were using the water pump off grid. We figured it out. I got onto JB, let him know. And the hardest thing about warranty when you're living in your van full time is that you try to book it in with a caravan repairer and they just booked so far in advance, it's unbelievable. So really hard when you're constantly moving if you are trying to tee it up to a time when you're actually going to be in a certain town. So I used to do caravan plumbing, so I just said to JB, send me out a water pump, I'll swap it over myself. They've done that. We just got it the other day, brand new shore flow, and it is really lucky because the pump completely spat the dummy the other day. So it was fine, it was just leaking, but then it completely stopped. So got this new one here. I'm just gonna chuck it in and hopefully everything's all good and we've got water again. All right, new pump's in, working perfectly. If you replace your pump, you got two, well, on the shore flows anyway, you've got two little grub screws that adjust the cutoff and the pressure. So you just got to readjust those. Otherwise, you'll probably have all kinds of pulsing and the pump still running even when you've stopped using the water out of the tap. The other thing is I used these little suckers. So I've been grabbing these lately instead of the crimpers. Now what they are is they're like a bit of heat shrink with these blue bits here, grab around your wires, and then that bit in the middle is a bit of solder. So it's just a really good, strong connector for your wiring. I really like them. And then I'll put an extra bit of heat shrink over that as well. So this is Simpsons Gap. It's about a half-hour drive out of Alice itself, and you just come into the national park, only drive another 5 minutes or so, and you're right at the car park. 300 metres walk and you're here. And I tell you what, it is beautiful. Belle?
Hunting for yabbies.
You too?
Yes.
Have you found any?
No.
Kids are obsessed with finding yabbies since we're out at the Flinders.
So we're just stopping for a quick bite of lunch. What's for lunch, mate?
Wraps. It's always wraps.
Always wraps.
Never
with
anything else.
Ham and salad, and Bella's hating life because she doesn't like wraps, but bread just doesn't last. Just goes mouldy so fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, after lunch we're gonna go and look at Standley
Chasm.
Chasm. I'm not sure.
Chasm.
I think it's Chasm. It's not how it's spelled.
It is absolutely packed in there.
Yeah, we couldn't get a park. We ended up having to park down here, like maybe 500 metres down the road, and we've got to walk up. So it's obviously a pretty popular place to go, but it's got a little cafe and stuff, and it's weird because the car park is almost, well, not a car park, it's like a camping ground.
At the same time.
Yeah, so we thought we found a park, but it had someone's name on it and said powered site, so yeah, that's how we ended up down the road. This is what the kids ended up with, a ham wrap. So pretty much ham and cheese.
Hey, our new favourite thing, sriracha Kewpie mayo. It is delicious. Put that on one of them. Do you want sriracha mayo, Ma?
Not in Alex.
Like he's just put on mine.
That's not even that much. You need way more than that. Otherwise you don't get the bite. Go. Alright.
I'm just filming you eating like you do to me.
I don't mind. So Standley Chasm, $30 for a family entry, or I think it's $12 per adult. Not sure on kids, but you have to pay, and it's a 30-minute return trip. So 15 minutes each way. If you didn't figure that out from 30 minutes return.
Maths with Alex.
Anyway, nice easy walk out there, and it should be awesome.
And they do say to get here around 12, because that's when the sun's kind of like hitting the chasm.
So while we're here in Alice, guys, we're staying at the Discovery Park, and it's really nice here. They've set it up really well. Great amenities. They got the water slide, pools. It's just a really nice joint. You feel really comfortable and safe here, don't you?
Yeah.
So I'd say it's probably the pick of the caravan parks in town.
Not that we've been to all of them, but
Nah, just driving past
we
them.
definitely like the feel of this one.
Yeah. So it has one major benefit though. We've got a brewery right across the road. Literally walking distance. So Alice Springs Brewing. It's actually plonked between two caravan parks, so it's a great position. And we're going to walk over there and have a few beers this arvo. And when I say a few, I mean a lot.
He doesn't get to do it very often. He's usually the driver.
Yeah, normally I'm Deso, so I taste a few little ones and then we move on. But yeah, we can sit down and have a bit of a session here. And we've actually got quite a few people that we've met along the road staying here as well.
Yeah.
And they're all going to come over, so it should be a good night.
Brewery party. We are at the Alice Springs Telegraph Station today. Last little outing before Mama goes home.
The flies have been quite good out here lately. We haven't really been having to worry about them much at all, but I don't know what the difference is today.
They are thick.
They're out in force.
So bad.
We didn't bring the fly nets.
No.
Jesus.
Look at his hat. Oh, it's like so many.
So the Telegraph Station out here was the first white settlement in Central Australia, and it comes with a lot of sad history, to be honest.
Yeah, really sad.
Pretty much part of its time here was bringing Aboriginals out here after taking the land from them, and bringing them out here to make them more white in a way.
Yeah, so the half castes, were taken off their parents and brought here to be taught to think white.
Yeah,
basically.
think white, act white, dress white. Like that's just
and that's like
crazy.
From one of the articles. That's not us saying that.
Yeah, it's literally written in there. That was a newspaper article. Yeah, it's incredible. You just don't think about a lot of that stuff all the time.
No, and it's so really like so recent. It's just incredibly sad.
So this waterhole here is the original Alice Spring, but turns out it wasn't even a spring. They're underground rivers here, so they say they flow upside down. The water's underneath and there's hard granite here, and when it comes out it sits on top. So pretty interesting to know. The name of the place was based on false facts.
Daddy.
Yeah. Alright, so we've come down to the National Road Transport Hall of Fame. It's a mouthful, but that's what it is. Just got heaps of trucks. They've got a heap of train stuff from the old Garn, and apparently some really important road train history here, the first road train or something. We don't have a lot of time here because we've got to get Mum to the airport, and we didn't realise how big this place is, but we'll show you some of the good bits.
So we just dropped Mama off at the airport. Lots of tears from everybody.
Get some very upset children.
Yes. But just on the way out, we've just pulled over because this is where all the aircraft have been stored during COVID, I think. I don't know if it's from like around the world or...
Well, there's some international airlines over there.
Yeah,
so-
I can see Singapore Airlines and Scoot, which we think is possibly like British.
There's a Malaysian one over there, but yeah.
Yeah, there's so many here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And to think that's like definitely not even all of them, because now it's, you know, starting to get back up in the air, but
like billions of dollars worth of planes just sitting there.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's wild.
Who would have thought we'd ever see that in our lifetime?
No. So that's kind of like, as sad as it is, it's kind of cool to see it, especially now the pandemic is, you know, we're starting to move through it, so
It's funny when you drive into Alice from this southern side, just seeing them all, you just start seeing the tails sticking up in the air. It's just surreal.
Hey guys, today's our last day in Alice. Moving on tomorrow. We ended up extending our stay by a night. Just we felt like we didn't have enough time to do all the shopping and everything. We've had a lot of friends here over the last week, so we've done a lot of socializing and probably not enough of the things we should be doing to keep the van, you know, home life happening. So we're just having a big clean today, washing all the sheets. I am scrubbing the floor because it's been literally driving me mental. It's been filthy with all the red dust and everything. So I just thought I'd show you quickly how I'm doing it. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but I feel like a proper Cinderella, I've got to tell you. But it's definitely making a difference. Like, look at the difference here. I don't know if you can see that line there. This end looks brand new. So I'm stoked, it's working. So I've just got the rest of the floor to go. It's not easy work, but got to be done. So I've just got a bucket of hot water here, one of these microfiber cloths, and like a little scrubbing brush that I got from Kmart. This has just got a bit of detergent in it, and then I've just got this multi-purpose spray. So I've just been getting the scrubbing brush, literally scrubbing the floor. To get all the dirt out that's really worked in because it's textured. And then just giving it a wipe down. So I don't know if you can see even just the difference there where I just did. So yeah, there's a lot of dirt baked on there. I'm pretty excited. I've never been so excited to clean a floor in my life. And I'm so excited to see how clean it's getting. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. A little bit of van life.
So, we just went to the shops. How much did we spend?
$600!
$600. But we're hoping, we're not hoping, we have to just make that stretch.
No, I've just done like a quick list of all the meals that it'll do, and it'll be like about 5 weeks or something. So.
Yeah, so we figured while we're in Alice here, we're just gonna bulk shop, get it done. We're sick of going to the shops all the time. So, and
Just
not to mention,
a fortune, like in the little places.
keep going in without a plan and just, yeah, spending heaps. So we did this about a month ago, you might remember, when we were at, was it Whyalla?
Whyalla.
Yeah, and it lasted us, yeah, a good 4 weeks. So,
I think it was probably over a month ago.
yeah, it might have been. But yeah, so it worked well. So we figured, stuff it, we'll do it again.
It's like, it's scary and heartbreaking because you're spending $600 at a time.
When you're sitting
but-
there watching them scan everything through and it's getting over the 300, 400, 500.
Yeah. But
It's-
then it works out quite well because you don't have to spend a lot.
It's crazy though,
Weeks.
like I remember going shopping with Mum as a kid and this same amount, you know, would be $100 and something dollars. I mean, I know it's a completely different day and age, but yeah, that's literally one trolley's worth.
Yeah. It was loaded, like it was
Yeah.
well loaded, but yeah.
Anyway, now the
Very
mammoth
expensive.
mission of finding a spot for it all.
Thanks so much for watching another episode, guys. Make sure you join us next week as we continue our journey up the middle.
Yeah, it's going to be an absolute cracker. Don't forget, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.